Hey, a little stabby here. We're going to be reviewing 5 male privileges and 5 female privileges today. So without further ado, we're going to start with the male privileges. Privilege number 1, privilege to murder. Now, aside from the fact that murder is illegal in every single country on the planet, let's all take a moment and let it sink in that someone wrote that down and really believed it. Number 2, privilege for men, is a privilege to rape. Christ on Muhammad's prick again, illegal in every country, except a few Muslim ones where they punish the rapee instead of the rapist, but we don't want to be Islamophobic. Number 3, privilege for men, would be the ownership of women's bodies. For a minute there I thought we were going to go all biblical and like stealing was going to be next, or coveting thy neighbor's shit. So it's nice that we're not breaking the copyright of the Bible. That would have been a little awkward. Pretty sure slavery isn't legal anywhere in a first world country. I'm not sure where that one comes from. That just seems like a lot of nonsense right there. Number 4, the privilege of prostitution. This was really not clear. Are they saying that men have the right to be prostitutes, or that men have the right to get prostitutes, which is both equally odd, because aside from a couple states where it's legal, I don't think either of those really work anywhere. Now, mind you, in any first world country where they actually have legalized prostitution, sex slavery and child prostitution, as well as transmitted STDs, drop substantially, which is a little odd. But, that's definitely a bad thing. This is just confusing me at this point. I'm a dumb man. I don't know what I'm talking about. Number 5 would be the privilege of violence against women. Yeah, you go ahead and go take a swing on a woman pretty much anywhere, and tell me that that's acceptable in society today. And I'll come visit you in the intensive care ward, or potentially, I'll just attend your services after they're getting ready to bury your sorry ass. Because we all know that one's not going to fucking fly. I don't even hear people bragging about beating on women. Like, that's just uncommon. Well, except for, I guess, Sean Connery said some shit. But, he's famous. It's not really the same thing. And here we go. That's the first 5 male privileges. We're going to go on to the first 5 privileges for women. Number 1 is the privilege not to sign up for selective service. Yeah, I guess it's a privilege. But they don't really allow women into combat, so I don't really think that it matters. Like, who the fuck cares? Seems like a quibbling little thing to whine over. Number 2, privilege for women, is the privilege of not being conscripted into the military, obviously, in a state of total war. Again, women aren't allowed into combat, so that really doesn't fucking matter. Number 3 privilege of women, privilege of having lower standards for joining the military. I don't know that that's true. I don't know if they have lowered standards. If they do, it's probably because women aren't in combat, and so they don't need to have the physical endurance and strength that they would have for the men. But if they do have different standards, outside of combat, don't they also have different standards for people that are like technical? Like the computer guys don't have to be the same levels. I don't know. It just seems like another piddly, whiny bullshit thing. Though, if it was in combat, I would see that as being an issue, because you'd want everybody to be the same level. But I'm not going to lose sleep over that shit. Number 4, the privilege of not being placed in direct combat. Well, you've just explained the first 3. Good job, sir. Also, you really want women to get killed in combat or something. You seem to be a little obsessed, and I think you might want to talk to somebody professional about that. It's a little weird, man. Let's see what the 5th privilege is. The 5th privilege is privilege of lowered standards for being a firefighter. And if I'm not mistaken, there was an attempt to do that, and it got overturned. But that one I could see being a little annoyed about. But then again, I weigh so much, it really wouldn't matter which firefighter got to me in a fire. in a building, I'm fucking toast. They might roll me out the. They're sure as fuck not carrying me. It's just, woo, not gonna work out for them. And I don't want to be the reason they had to retire with like a bad back. Oh no, this is just silliness. Enjoy that. That was the first 5 privileges of each gender, from XY feminism and bread and circuses. Oh, XY feminist, not XY feminism, and bread and circuses YouTube channel. Enjoy that. Clearly, you're going to be stressing out over the rest of this. Don't worry, there will be more coming soon.